What is up, Overwatch Odyssey fans and friends? It is Zoran coming at you live for another matchup. We have got Wild Beavers coming up against Conclave tonight, and Conclave coming off a hot win against Chronically Late yesterday in a tough and narrow 3-2. They actually got a reverse sweep, so hoping to keep that momentum rolling and come away with another win against the Wild Beavers. But I am going to stop yapping and turn things over to who we have in the booth. First and foremost, lead casting tonight, we have got Killer Queen. Killer Queen, what's happening?
Hello, hello, hello. Happy to be here. Not much. Still looking for some Winston today.
Still looking for some Winston. You know, I think that is a possibility for tonight, so I'm looking forward to seeing that as well. Sitting in the booth with Killer Queen, we have also got Mikey. Mikey, how you doing?
Well, I'm great. I'm happy to be here. It's been a while since I had the opportunity to cast, so
returning.
happy to be back here.
Yeah, returning.
Yeah.
Good to have you back. But the picks have been in. We have got an Antarctic band, so Conclave being the away team, banned Antarctic, and we are going to Samoa. And then what were the bands again, Killer Queen?
Domina Genji.
What do you think? How do you feel about those?
Not great. If I'm being honest here, I think especially Samoa here, pretty interesting picks, but we'll see. Maybe there's some thought process behind it that I'm not sure about.
Yeah, those are definitely more like target bands, so maybe they know something, but
They might.
generally those probably aren't the two that you want to go for.
Walking out on looks like some Malga here is what we're gonna open up with. If wouldn't be surprised.
We're taking them home.
Great matchup here for week 4 of the Odyssey here. Our #1 ranked team in the division here, taking on still a strong team at third here with the Beavers.
Ready for battle.
Eldwarf on that Reinhardt like normal here. Love to see it.
Yeah, you definitely love to. You always love to see a Rhine, but just Rhine and Amalga, this might just be very hard to play.
Oh, it's gonna be putting Eldwarf to work here, but that shield, you know,
sure.
that shield does have a lot.
1500, not something to scoff at. No,
Nothing at all.
Capture the objective.
Very, very similar comps here. Same idea, I see. It looks like behind what they're gonna do here, but different execution in the tank role. We get a top rotation here from the Beavers. Eldwarf starts his engage, half soft engaged at the moment. Jumps the backline onto Freya a little bit here. Gets Freya down. Still at a disadvantage though.
Eldorf getting the chase on a Juno, able to take out Guy. But it is just him left now.
Conclave does get the cap and secure. It's a great effort, but he kind of let that Malga slip through the cracks there, and that's not really something you're able to do here.
Yeah, he wasn't there. He was chasing down the Freya, trying to get down Helheim. And unfortunately, the Malga did the same onto his team, but was able to come away with more.
A bit more there. Can't let your team stay behind you if we're playing some rush into the back line here. See if they can make some nice adjustments and turn this around. Malga takes the back line. Good pin back.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful execution. Quickly about to finish this one up and rotate the site here.
Yep. See, that's it's a lot better than the first engagement, right? Instead of in the first one where he wasn't able to make the pin back and save his team and heal for them. Second time though, didn't make the same mistake.
This time he was patient with his engage here, waited for the Malga to make the first move and countered him off of it. Great play by Eldwarf.
He's looking to just build a shadow here, I believe.
He is looking for one. He can get it right now, honestly.
Oh! Oh,
Mistakes were
Ajax.
made. He should have taken the back line, left the Mauga alone.
yeah, but they Conclave immediately making the swap necessary to shut this down, right? Switching up the Freya and putting on the Bastion just to pressure this shield out more.
He will rip through that shield on the Bastion. That is not a fun pick to go against if you're Eldwarf here. Not something you want to go against. But you know, that's why they're our #1 team here. They can make these good adjustments pretty quick on the fly. You know, not gonna lose easy.
Oh no, yeah, that's just two very strong ults coming out right there that they just weren't ready for at all. And they just
Quick
picked them apart.
and cruel.
Yeah. Alright, there we go. We do see a swap. They're getting out their own counters now, right? Swapping onto the horse instead of playing Rhine.
Yeah, Eldwarf does not want to go down without a fight here. They'll get one more fight here as long as someone gets a quick touch.
Yeah, they're just gonna fight for the point though.
That is a risky decision here. Nova goes down in the back line. On-run ult is out with Juno ult. Here comes Sin ult.
Wait, but they're gonna no touch. Oh,
Just a chain of ults going off just to end it all. Not much coordination there at the end. They were kind of lost in what they wanted to do.
definitely a valiant effort.
Zero.
You need
Absolutely.
to respect that they would make the play there, and it was a great touch by the Zen coming off the ult, but the whole team just got picked apart by the Juno ult on their engage.
Calm and collected, Conclave stays there.
Alright, so I mean, hey, it just kind of goes to show why they are the #1 seed right now, right?
They can keep themselves in those collective positions no matter, even if it hits the overtime buzzer, and most people start to panic a little bit. Even if they have the lead, they hear that OT buzzer go off and they start thinking that they have to spam buttons. They're keeping it calm and no pressure coming from their side.
So excited to see what comes out here. The Eldwarf does come out on the Ramatra now, and then they switch Third J from the Junkrat over to the Tord.
They also brought up Bazuki here, I believe. I believe Bazuki was not.
Yeah, that's right. He
Last
was on
round.
that.
Bazuki is a nice pick here. That chain is very, very strong. The Bazuki does go down. Nailux gets a pick back, but it is quickly going to the favor of the Conclave here.
Yeah,
Almost no resistance.
Yeah, they're just waiting for the engage on Eldwarf and just walking right past him and wiping out his entire team in mere seconds. Very clean executions and very sloppy defense. So hopefully we can see that switch around really quick right here.
We need a little bit of bait here from the side of the Beavers. We cannot let this Mauga just disrespect you on the tank roll here.
They're all just they are capping the point though as they're going for the fight. Wait.
Nailux is taking a great decision here. Take an off angle here. Still might be able to execute this. No, it is swiftly going down.
Yeah, it's unable to pull through. Very good play, great off angle, great contest. I'm not sure how long it took them to notice that, but probably a little longer than they would have liked. So probably not gonna let that happen again.
Oh no, absolutely not.
But we do see Nilox coming through with the Sierra ult online, and they're also very close to the Ramatra.
They could flip here.
They definitely could, but on the Conclave side, they're about to have the Kiri ult, they're about to have Malga ult, they do have Junos right there, and then just the Bastion to throw away.
Here goes Kitsune ult. Kitsune down, and it's not looking pretty if you're the Beavers here. They're kind of getting walked.
Oh.
Bastion takes out Jay.
We do see the Ramatra ult out of retaliation from Eldwarf. Is he able to find some sort of value? They are. Oh.
Juno ults there with on run getting so much value out of that Juno ult.
Yeah.
Quickly takes over for the 2-0 here on Samoa, Conclave, take it away. Did not want anything to do with that. No more pomegranates. Get out of here.
Play of the game.
Yeah, just a very, very good map one from them, from that being Conclave right here. Very sloppy on the side of Beavers. Hopefully they're able to, you know, talk us over in between maps, figure out what exactly it was that they were doing wrong there, and, you know, recruit, find themselves, and just stay poised to make a good push on this map, whatever may be coming up next.
We have seen a lot better from them, so we know they can absolutely pull this back around.
Definitely, definitely. I mean, they are 1-1, and they are the third, but that still puts them at the third seed, and they still have won a match, right? So we've seen that they're able to, and they were putting themselves together at some points during this map, right? Like on that last fight when all the ults came out, they did, you know, find some picks. Just unfortunately, it wasn't enough, and it wasn't timely enough. So, you know, maybe now that they're down 0-1, they'll have some sort of fire underneath their butts, and they'll be ready to just, you know, go.
That fire might be just what they need to keep going. Sometimes it's a wake-up call to get you ready for an actual, you know, war here. Get ready to actually take it to them here and not just fall over to that Malga, because I'm sure Danger would love to take it to him on every map on Malga and have an easy day in the office.
Definitely. But we are waiting for this next map pick, and we are waiting for the next bans. And I'm still wondering about why they did ban Domina and Genji.
I mean, Beavers do have mode selection here. If I'm them, I'm gonna want to stay away from probably hybrid here. It's not really a game what I'd want to play against, especially if they don't get a map pick.
Yeah, just whatever you can do to mitigate danger, being able to just, you know, continue to walk them down on the Malga. Just, I mean, Malga is just so strong though, so you can really run him on almost any map. But it's just a very scary spot to be in with them having the map pick. So the most you can do is try and take them away from a mode that is as favorable towards that Malga pick.
I'd probably move towards push here if I was them. Try and get something going. Ryan's really strong on most of the push maps.
Yeah, exactly.
They're gonna want that Reinhardt to work.
Oh yeah, and there it is. They do call push, so push will be next. Oh, there was a misunderstanding between all the parties. They have to pick between hybrid and escort next.
So escort is definitely your best option here.
Yeah, definitely.
Our hybrid map pool is not something I'd really want to play into a Malga on. But that's me personally. Maybe they have something.
Yeah, maybe, but they do decide to go for hybrid, and then as we are waiting on Conclave's map ban.
Let's see here. Waiting for a ban from the side of Conclave here.
And they do decide to go with banning Neon Junction?
Interesting decision.
Yeah, definitely. Probably not the map that I would have banned, but it's not a map that I'd want to play, you know?
Junction is I have very little experience on it, but from what I have played on it, it's a very, very strong Malga map.
Definitely, exactly. So I'm not too sure. Oh, and they do decide to go for King's Row.
The King's Row hive mind continues here on week 4. We'll never see anything but King's Row.
That's the only hybrid map that there is to play.
There is.
Especially with the Rhine.
It's the only one that exists.
Exactly. So, but the hero band is now in Beaver's control.
See something intelligent here.
Yes, hopefully a more thorough ban, I would say.
I would say maybe the on run here, because it didn't look like the Beavers really played it.
Yeah. The on run was able to just get like immense value out of being able to just poke from the off angles and then try and bait Dwarf into chasing. There was, I believe, it was the second fight on the second map of Samoa, where the on run was just sitting in the side room on bridge and was just able to just bait Dwarf into chasing and then popping arms, and from there, the Conclave were able to just kind of collapse on the team from Dwarf being out of position and also having no arms. But they decided to ban the Freya here.
That's not what I would have seen coming. Maybe the last pick I would have seen banned here, but maybe they are cooking something up here that I don't understand.
I guess just based off of like how they rolled out on the Freya last map, so maybe they're just kind of hoping.
Maybe the Freya was doing a little more than we saw.
Yeah. Or they just maybe they don't want to be the ones to find out, right?
Maybe. I mean, the Moira here must be a bit of a just nuisance ban.
Yeah, exactly. It's never fun to play against a good Freya, but we do see from Conclave's side they decided to ban the Moira. I don't want to have to deal with any skill orbs flying around in the back line.
Oh yeah, Genji is also available now, so maybe we got the Moira ban for a Genji pick here.
This might be an unfortunate turn of events for them. If they do decide to roll out the Genji, that's just a very strong ban. But for Conclave side, they do decide to roll out with attack as the first, or as their starting side.
Not surprised here with them. They do love their aggression.
Yeah, exactly. They did not back away from a single fight so far. They just go, and just wasting zero time.
Looks like we are ready here on King's Row. Map 2. Conclave 1-0 at the moment. Let's see if the Beavers can respond strong and nice here on King's Row.
Yeah, you know, they're able to pick their map now, and a map that's, you know, able to be played into more by the Rhine pick that they want to go with, and this should definitely allow them to try and slow down the pace that Conclave want to roll with. So hopefully that's what they're able to do here.
Hopefully, I can very much see it.
Ready for battle.
Let's see. Traditional Widow pick for the open here. Of course. Here's the Domina coming from Eldwarf. Maybe there was thought behind this and I just didn't know.
Well, that was their ban.
That was their ban. Maybe they're in their own heads.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. Know the enemy as yourself.
No one knows you better than yourself. That's true. Maybe they took away their strongest weapon because they felt bad.
But we do see Sergey back on the Torb here. Relatively the same comp aside from the tank, and then they switched around Discipled and Lady Nova between the Kiri and the Zen. And then we do see an early Widow pick just waiting out on the high ground in Conclave spawn.
I will say this D.Va is not very beautiful teleport for them. Take low side here very quickly.
They're going.
They're going all the way around.
They're going for the 2016 Gladiators play right now.
We got a full flip here.
Yeah.
Helheim's dead
Oh,
here.
but now I'm able to shut down the Helheim.
Oh, D.Va is almost dead. D.Va is about to go down already.
Yeah, and then there's another pick. Both DPS
Jordan goes down.
Nylog's going off.
Great idea, but horrible execution. I don't know what they were thinking.
Yeah, they were very ready for the Widow to roll out, but there we are. There's the Genji, and they instantly swap up the Sim Widow, and now they're on the Surge Genji.
Very quickly taking them out there. Beautiful fight from the Beavers there. Conclave going for an interesting play this time. This time they're gonna take the right side of the statue like normal here.
Oh my goodness, just but an early pick from the Surge J, able to shut down any hopes of a push, unless Conclave are able to make some sort of hero play happen here, which I don't think will.
I don't think so as well. Helheim might be able to find a pick here. Never mind, Nailix shuts him down. Beautiful. Forces them back here. There's nothing they can really do here. D.Va's gonna lose her mech if she stays in this one. D.Va is currently alone. D.Va loses her mech here. And we assassinate ourselves on Rico.
They're able to turn it around. The Kyriel coming through. They're able to get Elgor
coming through. Jay shuts it down immediately. He is not having a bit of it. Are we gonna clean it up? There we go.
Oh my goodness! Helheim able to find some sort of consolation prize for Surge being able to find 4 there. But Xavier knowing that they don't have their tank yet, never mind. Eldor able to make his way back.
Genji coming in here. Quickly diving in. Counter ult on the Kiriko here.
Everybody ripping their ult.
Everything is coming out right now. D.Va mech is down. Here comes Bomb. Good rotate off. Jay picks off the Kiriko here. Eldorf gets off Juno. It's even here.
Flying, but it is the side of Conclave that are able to come through with the cap.
Danger and Helheim pull it together there to get the cap with 1 minute remaining on the clock.
Yeah, but that's just exactly as we've been talking about. This team Conclave, they're calm, they're poised, they're ready for when all the ults fly, right? When you see 4 or 5 ults just come out, they're ready. But that one wasn't as clean as before, but they still were able to pull through.
No, not at all. They multiple team fights lost in a row. Got it down to crunch time there. Finally pulled it off. But the Beavers showing a lot of resistance here on defense and not letting them get a pushover win.
Oh,
Jay with a pick on Helheim.
Just kind of owning them right now.
Sergey is putting in some major work here on this Torbjorn, as much as I hate to say those words.
It always hurts to have to play against the sword, but
oh, it is horrible.
Fun to watch. Oh my god. We see really aggressive ults coming through, but Helheim immediately pressured off the angle.
Helheim is not able to stay here.
It doesn't matter.
Eldorf goes down.
Wow. Just immediately turned around. Finding a swift team kill. It was looking really grim when Helheim got pressured off the angle after they popped OC and Kitsune. But Shadow was able to just persevere and take out Eldwarf, and that just kind of left the door wide open for their team to come through and clean it up.
Yeah, Helheim instantly goes right back in after that, after Domino falls, and just starts to pick them off on that Sojourn ult. It's just shooting fish in a barrel at that point, right? No more shield up.
Yeah.
Nailix takes him down again.
My goodness.
Nailix seems to have Helheim's number here on this Sierra.
Most definitely, but they're just kind of ignoring Jay flying around. Never mind. Finally do turn around, but maybe it's a little too late, and it definitely is. They're just allowing people to get so much value out of positions that they shouldn't be in, and it's a lack of punishment, right? There's no reason that Juno should be able to just fly above you for those 5 seconds. But here we are going into the next fight. D.Va able to get the remake.
Object permanence is an interesting thing. Definitely.
But we do see Solo getting primed to rip a blade right here.
He is very ready for this blade. Keep it going in and engage. Here comes the
Here
blade.
it is. Oh, and
Instantly
immediately
shut down by
down.
Nova. Helheim has a beautiful angle though, and again, it's that same thing where he's allowed to just sit there and not get looked at. Picks off Jay because of it. Big bomb, takes out Disciple, and that is the team fight if we're being honest here, ladies and gentlemen.
Definitely, yeah. Wow.
Just keeping and just keep walking, keep walking.
That's exactly it. And what you know, Nylox and Sir Jay might have, you know, like the counting stats over Solo and Helheim so far, but you know, I'll just give that a second. But we do see Eldorf rolling out with the line now. Last point, the OC comes through, the kit coming through again, putting so much pressure on the point. We do see Disciple immediately going down to Solo though, and there goes Dwarf, there goes Lady, there goes Jay.
Just quickly over
Leaving
there.
just Nylox.
Complete.
And there it is.
Conclave's like a Hydra, man. You cut the head off, they come back stronger each time. They are not afraid of a team fight. The resistance does not scare them. They know they're coming back strong.
No, exactly, and that's what I can admire about their game is the fact that, you know, it's like let's take Helheim versus Nylox for like the first 2.5, maybe just 2 points. You know, Nylox was kind of just owning Helheim, but Helheim did not matter, or like it didn't matter to him, and he was able to just pick himself up, look at the fight, and just keep going, and keep on getting picks after picks after picks, and flipping fights, and you know, being like an ultimate decision maker in where the fight goes, no matter, you know, how poorly it was looking for him at first. You know, I think that's something. Just tying back into what we were saying about Conclave being super calm and collected, and they're not really getting in their heads, they're not getting tilted, and they're just playing a clean game, and they're fixing their mistakes as they see fit.
Which is the most important thing when it comes to you know, winning games here. If you can stay calm, as long as everyone stays poised and calm, that resistance you put up might be enough just to make a team a little upset, and you're just gonna take over, even if they are, you know, mechanically better than you. If you can stay calm at all times, you have an advantage there. It is an advantage to be able to stay, you know, calm and collected in all of your fights here, even if you lose.
We do see a little sneaky play coming out from Beavers.
Right side block here. Also an interesting pick on the venture here. I do like to see it here. Shout out A7X Ghost.
But now Nylox is the only one that got through, and they're gonna acknowledge that. They're gonna chase, and it's just a chase on a chase.
Painter immediately gets taken down. Eldorf keeps walking. Nova does go down. So does Disciple. Helheim might be solo flipping this here. I don't think so though.
No, yeah.
Yeah, there goes Helheim.
I mean, I was a little confused with the TP coming up from Nylox, but maybe it was a calculated risk. And he was able to just live and get away and allow his team to chase and chase.
Looks goes down, but they still do get the cap very quickly. Yes. What's up? Like 2 minutes faster than Conclave did.
That put Conclave in a really rough position. But they did acknowledge the fact that there aren't really any hit scans on Beaver's comp, so they're able to get away with this Pharah pick, especially you know how strong it is into the Rhine, and I mean I guess just everybody on the roster right now.
Alex did immediately swap to the Ashe though.
Yeah.
Eldorf has taken a lot of damage. So is Jay here. They need to adjust these angles. Big slam!
But a back shatter, but he's able to get shut down.
No pressure on these angles that Conclave is taking here. We need some aggression on those angles there, especially if we're going to be playing Reinhardt here. Not much you can do when to drop the shield if you're getting shot from multiple spots.
So, I mean, all they can do is go into these fights and hope Nylox can hit those shots and pressure Solo off these angles, just so they can create a little bit of wiggle room for Dwarf. They do have the read, and that's just as
instantly taken
as
up.
it could be.
Turn a little too far back, if you ask me, here from Jay, but maybe Maybe he knows what he's doing here. D.Va is in their back line.
This looks like a flipped fight. This is entirely flipped by Conclave.
Very quickly, Helheim takes out 3 there. With I think the overclock might have been wasted a little bit though.
He got 3. What more can you ask for, right? Other than 5.
That's true. I feel like they would have got it though without it.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But it's better to live without the regrets. So they're gonna take these fights and they're gonna use these ults. And I mean, at least they know what they want to do, right? There hasn't been a single time where OC hasn't been popped without Kit, or Kit hasn't been popped without OC. So it's just good that seeing like a kind of protocol that they will not let go of.
I know panic ults coming from them here. Always coordinated.
But we do see a whole lot of ults coming through, and it doesn't matter as Solo's able to find 2 right away.
Little finds a 3rd.
Oh my goodness, is there 4?
About to find his
There's one on
4th.
the table.
Someone called
Yeah,
for
it's
security.
just the ults, all the ults came flying, but it didn't matter as the Juno ult plus the Pharah ult just puts out so much damage. They were able to shut down any possible.
There is a necessary adjustment needing to come out from the side of the Beavers here. They have all of the potential in the world to take this over. Someone needs to be on that flex DPS here in that back there, pressuring out Helheim, keeping them off that high ground. It's not going to go their way if that platform there is just available for them to stay on the whole time.
We just see the Bob coming out from Nilox. Isn't able to find much value as...
Here goes Jay with Nova into the back here.
Not able to find any
Bit
value
of
with
pressure
it.
still.
And there goes Nilox.
Jay's going down here very quickly, trapped in the room. Eldorf puts himself in a really bad position here. He's gonna have to be on the back heel.
Really staggered. He's got to get out. But they're keeping him alive for some reason. I'm not too sure why.
No pressure on the Pharah there. Pharah just gets 3 rockets straight at Eldorf.
Yeah, they're just. I'm not sure if. Oh well.
Solo does go down to Jay, but I feel like that's a little too early of a pick for their positioning here.
Definitely, it's because they're not. I don't know if Nilox is maybe not hitting the shots necessary to control the Pharah pick or what, but there's just something going on here, and they're not able to create enough pressure on the cart. So maybe that changes here, but we do see the kit, and then we do see the OC charge.
Big ult from Dominique here.
But it's not big enough, and as a whole
And then we get walked down.
Head.
Pharah D.Va just shuts everything down immediately.
Wow. I mean, this is, it gets to a point. This is, you know, kind of crazy level things that we're seeing here. How fast they're able to just flip these fights on its head. And I think it's just something that you get better as just through sheer repetition. So, I'm assuming a lot of scrimming coming out from Conclave. But we do see Danger getting pressured really early, almost demacked. And they're not going to let go of the pressure.
They shouldn't here. Be aggressive here. Take this. Give it everything you got. Eldorf takes out Helheim here. Very aggressive pick here. Keep walking is all they really need here. Big Kiriko in response, but all for naught. All for naught.
Wow. I mean, that's just kind of the same way that both sides went the exact same for Beaver right there. Beaver, you know, at first when they were on defense, they were able to hold Conclave down, and they stood 10 toes on the point and kept them off all the way down to the 1 minute mark. But they're doing the exact same thing on attack, right? They just came flying through first fight, and then they just immediately capped with little to no pressure coming from Conclave. But right after, for both sides for Conclave, they were able to just turn it around and I mean, just correct their mistakes, put their heads down, and just win.
Again, just very, very calm. They don't panic when they lose a team fight. They don't panic when an ult combo may go wrong. Nothing is gonna knock them down a peg. Hot.
Just a very dominant first two maps coming out for Conclave. But I mean, what should you expect, Or I mean, I guess I shouldn't expect less from the team that is sitting, with 0 losses on their record, sitting at the 1 seed comfortably.
I believe they are the only undefeated team.
I believe so. That should be true. And I mean, they're making it look like an undefeated team should look. So,
In the history of Odyssey, undefeated has never been a good thing, though. I know firsthand.
You let me in on that. Tell me about that.
Oh, that would have been last season. In the I believe. What is the Open Division? The team that I was coaching walked into the playoffs undefeated and got bounced out by a team they swept in the regular season. It is. These are just foresights for what matters later. None of this matters in a month when the playoffs start. And maybe something happens and a meta shift or anything can happen and Conclave it just collapses as a team and so another team may come out really strong. They might be looking untouchable right now, but they should not let that get to their head here.
Definitely. And we do see with the map ban for the next game, which is going to be pushed, then the map ban is going to be New Queen Street. So, I think maybe the Beavers need to try and stray away from the Reinhardt pick. Though I know it's hard, and Ryan is very fun, but it's definitely not working out right now.
Not at all, sadly.
But they need to acknowledge. And then another thing, I think they just need to find a way to mitigate value out of Conclave's ults, which I understand is easier said than done, but it just kind of gets to a point where I don't know if maybe there's some sort of miscommunication with the ult tracking or lack of ult tracking, but Conclave popped the same kit OC combo 3 or 4 times that map. I think after the second time that they do it, you should become accustomed to anticipating that, and when you know that hey, they're close to this one, they're probably going to be close to the other one as well. You guys are ready and you're just ready to kite, right? Because every time that those ults were popped, they didn't kite. They did not. They just stood and they just kept on fighting, and it just wasn't working out. So hopefully they can adjust after this map too, and notice that they made the same exact mistakes on both maps.
I see the adjustments coming through. I have a lot of belief in them.
But we do see the bans coming through for the hero picks. Conclave, sick and tired of the Torb, deciding to ban the Torb. And,
are we surprised?
And then same thing for the side of Beavers. They did not want to have to continue to deal with the Juno pick, so they are going to ban the Juno. And as we wait for both teams to be ready, both teams are ready, and we are going live.
All right, there we go. good now.
Initiating match.
All right. I always hate the massive amount of space in between the start of a push map here. I feel like it's way longer than any of the other map types.
Definitely having to go the 130 meters from
Mm-hmm.
robot to spawn to the other robot. I mean, to the other spawn.
It is a the term domino style map, like game mode though. It is, but one that you can very easily get snowballed and just end in 2 minutes, or it's guaranteed to be 10 plus minutes of constant team
exactly.
fights.
That's, ever since Overwatch 2 came out, this has definitely not been one of the modes that I liked. It's grown on me as I realized, like, wow, I'm gonna either lose my SR in 2 minutes, or I'm gonna win my SR in 2 minutes. So when you realize that, it does become more of a pick. But at the end of the day, though, it's just not a fun game mode. It's just like, I believe solely because of the snowball effect that this does have, where you lose one fight, and then you lose the next, and then you lose the next, and then you get to your spawn, and then you're able to win one fight, but then because of how far it is, they meet you at the middle, and then they win that fight, and then it's back to your spawn. So it's like a big game of ping pong after they get the robot so far.
If you never find that foothold when you start losing team fights in a row here, it just starts to get, hectic, and you start start feeling like it's not really winnable anymore. But you can't let that get to your head. It's not too hard to find your foothold. Make those soft adjustments here. Eldorf possibly walking out on Wrecking Ball here. I would love to see that.
But we look over at Conclave's side. They're rolling out with the Zarya, Bastion, Genji.
And the cat.
Yeah, and the cat. So they're just gonna look to do the cat Bastion.
Bastion Fika. What a combo here. Still getting played at every level, if we're being honest.
It's such a strong combo.
It is a very strong combo.
Oh no. But we do immediately see the ice come out from Soj, now making himself awfully vulnerable for them if they do decide to re-engage. But it looks like they
roughly executed cat Bastion gameplay.
Yeah.
I didn't expect it to be very clean, but maybe a little better than that. Genji takes a bubble here just to get executed still.
Oh!
Never mind, he does get away. Eldorf dying on the ball here.
And it looks like this fight is just here to get cleaned up. Yep.
Cleanup crew shows up, and
That was very unfortunate. I mean, they were able to flip that around after having a very poor engage with the cat Bastion. But once again, just the timely picks. They're able to get first. If you can get the first blood, obviously the fight becomes 10 times easier, right? And Conclave knew that, and they're making it happen.
That quick advantage. Zarya is very, very high on charge here.
Do you acknowledge that the Ana is isolated? Oh, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, Lucio goes down immediately.
Oh, but now we do see the pressure coming through. Nylox able to pick off Solo, but there goes
Jay goes down
Danger.
immediately.
A lot of
Almost
pressure.
there.
Oh my goodness.
Doing a good bit of work here, but nothing's getting finished up.
Wait a
Ana
minute.
gets
This
multiple
is some
people
sort of a
low.
flippable position if they are able to capitalize on it. But will they? Eldorf coming back through,
Oh, he's executed on that one.
popping a questionable ult just to avoid the chase. But it doesn't matter because the rest of the team is now here.
Alex picks the fight with Zarya. Interesting decision. Here goes Solo down, Nailix down.
Both flexes out of the
Pretty
fight.
even. Zarya's in an interesting position though here. Gets antsied, has to use ult and a bubble.
Oh my
For
goodness.
ulting Wrecking
A
Ball.
whole lot of... I'm not too sure. I don't think that was the initial target that they were hoping for, but it doesn't matter because the fight is still going in their favor. X-Danger able to pick off 4.
Danger just working everybody dead. Just doing so much work here on this Zarya.
Currently 12-0. My goodness.
Doing so much work.
We do see the Kit and the Blade live, as well as the EMP and the Nano. The Nano coming through on Dwarf, the Blade coming through as retaliation, attacking the Ana and the Spawn, the Peel coming through. It does work though, but there's the Cat Basher just flying through, and there's just so much pressure from every angle. Unless, never mind.
Cat is 1 HP at the moment.
But it doesn't matter.
Cat lives
back in the ball. Dwarf able to get through, but it doesn't matter.
Completely forced.
Are able to walk away with the fight, that being for Conclave.
And again, it's one of those scenarios where it starts snowballing, and they just start to, you know, they start to get in their head a little bit here, because Eldorf is making some plays that I'm sure he knows he shouldn't be doing.
Yeah, just a lot of. But Eldorf is able to, you know, find a way to survive out of all these engages, but it's just for what?
But
you know?
that Timmy keeps marching on forward and forward, further and further.
There's just, I think it gets to a point where you have to make some sort of character swaps. Like, we're not getting enough pressure from the ball, and they're able to just, but it doesn't immediately.
Nailix gets shut down. It does go off, I believe. But
yes, but they're just throwing out all of the ults out of desperation, trying to win some sort of fight, but it doesn't matter.
it's just over.
And there is the next Cat ult holding the ball in place. And
Just holding him there to get murdered, get
horrible
destroyed.
stagger. We do see Nylux getting on the soldier, maybe a little bit too late, and it doesn't matter.
So much
all of
support
this
for that
pressure,
Bastion.
the hit coming through, securing the fight, and there's the grab. Securing a 3-0 match point. Allowing this team, being Conclave, to continue sheerly, showing their sheer dominance and owning it. 3-0 reverse sweep yesterday, effectively another 3-0, right? Being so in their last 6 maps, they're 6-0. These are things that you just can't make up, and it's just a recipe for lots of success. And they're just owning these teams so far, right? That wasn't even a 5-minute match.
Not at all.
They're just treating it as if each map is their own map. It's their own house. And they're just welcoming each team in. Don't forget to let the door hit yourself on the way out.
Shout out Flo Rida.
Shout out Flo Rida. Welcome to my house.
It is Conclave's house, and they keep running it. They are. No one is showing them enough resistance, it seems, and they are taking it far and away.
Yeah, it's just hopefully Beavers are able to turn these things around and capitalize off of this, because this is, with every, it's never a good thing to lose, right? No, it's never a good thing to lose, but there are good losses, right? You're able to lose something like this so devastatingly that you're able to just turn around and either whether they VOD this or they just talk about it amongst themselves without further watching it over, that they should never hurts the VOD, but just being able to just look at, wow, we really just got beat down, what did we do wrong? Because it shows you, this really accentuates the things that you're doing wrong, right? Instead of having to find the small things, this is what was happening. This obviously kept on happening, and this is how and you got to find a way to fix it from there. So hopefully they're able to bounce back, and with their next match, they're able to just maybe look like Conclave did today. I'm not sure, but we can only hope, right? But with this match concluding, we do see Conclave taking a commanding, 1 seed now, being 3-0. And then Beavers now, unfortunately, falling to 1-2, which never good, to be below a 500 record.
Very unfun.
But it does put them in a position. They are now in the 4th seed, so we can see how the match comes through for Rift Wave when Rift Wave plays. Never mind then. That now leaves them still in contention for the 3rd seed, given that Rift Wave forfeited tonight's match. So that's not too discerning and not too alarming, and it's still very salvageable, given that the team in last place does have 0 wins right now, that being Riff Rats. So they do have a lot of cushion to go forward with and to hopefully secure their spot in the playoffs.
All right, looks like we have an interview here with Conclave's tank player, X Danger, the dominant Zarya we just saw.
Hello.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us, Mr. X Danger. So I'm just gonna get right into it right now, because we were awfully confused. So I want to know if there was something that maybe we were missing. Were you guys planning on playing Domina or Genji on that first map?
We were planning on playing the Genji. Solo Bro Hobo, he's our Genji player. So we actually were pretty much going to play it. But my thought process going into most of these games is I really wanted to focus on getting my tanks better. So I really wanted to play Malga. I wanted to play D.Va. I wanted to play Hazard. Unfortunately,
Well, I mean, you guys, you dominated, right? This was just a quick 3-0. And I'm just gonna ask one more question before I let Killer Queen take over. What was is it through maybe tons of repetition? Because I don't know if you guys scrim a bunch or what, but you guys are able to find yourselves in these bad deficits where you'll go into a fight and they'll find a pick, or maybe. And then you guys flip the 4v5, or on that map 2 on King's Row, you guys weren't able to cap until the 1 minute, until 1 minute was left, and then you just steamrolled for the rest. Or when you guys were on defense on the King's Row, you guys got walked on the first fight, but then you guys just came back and literally stalled them out halfway through the next push. I just want to know, is this the keeping your guys keeping you guys in the right headspace? Is that through tons of scrimming? Is that just who you guys are? What is the recipe for keeping yourselves in such good positions?
I think our team definitely has it's definitely a lot of scrim experience, that's for sure. We scrim pretty much every week. We practice, that's for sure. King's Row is one of our best maps, so that one we do know how we want to play it. As you saw when we did on attack, right? We did our sim TP behind them. Yeah, it didn't work out too well, but
I called it. I said you guys are going to the 2016 Gladiators play. I was.
But it's just really nailing in that repetition, and also most of my teams, they're very level-headed. So when something bad happens, let's say we're losing, we're down 1, or we're behind those 3 minutes, or even a reverse sweep yesterday. I mean, we have the bottom back.
Exactly.
And
then
could never be me. Oh no, I'm not sure I have too many questions. I was very curious about that 2016 Glads play. I thought you guys were gonna start out that TP the correct way, and it just quickly went a direction that I had never seen someone take that in 10 years.
Kind of twist. it's fun though. It's fun. Every time we try and get King's Row, we try and do it. Recently we haven't, because we've been playing ball and we've been kind of doing a different strategy, but we got back into it. But yeah.
Well, I did.
Go
sorry.
Go ahead.
With your guys' quick adjustments and swaps, I did very much appreciate the fact that you guys were so level-headed and excuse me, had those coordinated swaps, very very coordinated ultimate usage as well. That was very impressive to see at this level.
That's also So I'm their main coach. So I've been trying to nail in for them, like just staying calm and also learning when to ult. So pretty much that's all I've been doing. I had to fill in for this game, unfortunately, because one of my teammates couldn't make it. But yeah, when we scrim, that's pretty much our checklist. It's like, what are we gonna do with our ults, right?
Yeah.
What comp do we want to play? How do we want to play it on the map, etc., etc.
Yeah, I was noticing, like it seemed like your guys' like management of the ult economy was also really good, right? Like on that King's Row, every single time that you guys had kit live, the OC was coming with it, right? It was like, and that's what it's like. It was like, it's good to see like some sort of protocol, or like the fact that you guys knew what you want to do and you were going to keep doing it, because you guys did that same combo I think like 3 or 4 times, right? Obviously it's a good combo, but sometimes you will throw one out without the other or whatever. So it's like it's like a thing of like discipline or through repetition, and it's cool to see.
Well, I have just a couple questions for you, X-Danger, on less of the strategic side of things. First question, maybe I guess could fall under the strategic, but I gotta know, I asked this question quite a bit. We've heard everything. My personal favorite so far has been watching John Cena highlights and just like some warm-up stuff, but I gotta ask, what's the pregame ritual for Conclave? What's the go-to?
What's the pregame ritual? You know Seda?
No, what?
The Seda in Overwatch?
Custom game?
Oh, Seda, yeah.
That is pretty much the ritual before every game.
Seda 1v1 arena?
Yeah, the 1v1 arena.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're all in that 1v1.
All right. And
it out.
That's a good warm up. I always get dogged on because I'm terrible at taking my ones, but to each their own. But I gotta follow up with that then. So you're in the heat of battle. You just had a reverse sweep last week. I should say yesterday, but technically week 3. And then you had another solid performance. As you're in the nitty gritty, what's your like comfort snack? Like, all right, I need to take a breather. I need to eat an elf fudge cookie or something, or Oreos.
There's these fruit sickles that I love to buy. I don't remember the name of them, but they're like they actually have like the fruit inside of them, so it's like just a popsicle with the fruit.
There are some of those in my freezer right now.
Oh,
I think I know. I think it's the exact brand that you're talking about.
Saying they're so good. They're so good.
Yeah.
It's definitely that one for sure.
All right. Well, I'll have to keep that in mind from your recommendation, and I guess Killer Queen's recommendation as well. Need to get myself some fruit sickles. So,
I do have another question as well from an old friend. He may not be here in Odyssey anymore, but Archer used to always ask, "What's your favorite type of cheese?"
Favorite type? I don't actually know. Maybe Colby Jack, but I don't know.
all right.
I think Colby Jack. I'll probably say Colby Jack.
That's not a bad pick.
Yeah.
Well, on that lovely note, X-Danger, thank you for coming in here and doing an interview with us, and GG's well played to Conclave tonight. Very, very well played.
Yeah, thank you for hosting too.
Yeah,
no, of course.
Sure.
Thank you. See y'all later.
Oh, I just kicked him. Yeah, that's my bad. All right. Well, on that note, we're gonna pretend like X-Danger got the see you later out on stream.
That kind of hurt it.
Yeah, it was like halfway there. But anyway, on that note, thank you all for joining us for another Overwatch Odyssey matchup. Apologies about the stream. I don't know what was going on there, but for sticking through it, powering through like champs, and watching Conclave come away with a 3-0 victory against Wild Beavers, and maintaining their spot at #1 seed. Hoping to continue that streak going. They had a bye in week 1, so it is possible to finish out the season undefeated and to finish out the season just on a solid win streak. So excited to see more from them. Wild Beavers, GG's, and look forward to seeing your next match as well. Until then, I hope you all have a good rest of your evening, and we will see you back here tomorrow night, hopefully, and we will have another matchup for you. That will be Unlucky Calamities going up against the 67ers. I refuse to say the thing. That's not a thing. 67ers. But anyway, Y'all have a good night, and we will see you back. I guess that match is on Wednesday. We'll see you back Wednesday. Until then, you have a good rest of your evening and a good week.
Good evening, good afternoon, and good night.
Two different levels, I cannot relate. You never win if you playing it safe. It's all a game until you get played. You speaking so loud when nothing to say. Hey, I'm betting it down on me. And they said they ride for me. And they talk so bad on me. I know there's no friends in this business. That's why I keep my family close. Put in work and secure the bag and then take it back to my foes.
It's been a cold, cold summer. Ice in my veins, but you know I'm about to warm up.